Good morning, everybody. I hope this is working. Sorry for the 5-minute delay. I'm still trying to figure out how to get everything in the right order for doing it. I'm going to pop this back open so I can see chat. If anybody can hear me in chat, please tell me you can hear me in chat. I would appreciate that. Then I know that I am live and you're seeing stuff. And I'll start off by saying good morning to everybody. Good morning, Mr. Monkey Swag 96, Michael Kittle Rare Coins, Paula Blom, how are you? Let's see who else is here. Peggy Hunts Everything, good morning. PG Coins, Benjamin Berry, good morning, young man. Can you guys hear me? Yes, we hear you. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Good to know. All right, so just going to be doing a little Hobo Nickel stream this morning, showing you more modern, like Hobo Nickel designs. I plan on doing an older, what they call original Hobo Nickel stream in a little bit. Not today, but a little later. I'll make sure to get everything done. All right, let's go to OBS. Let's hope this works. Hopefully you guys are seeing this as well. And hopefully most of you recognize who this is. This, of course, is Ahmed, the dead terrorist from Jeff Dunham's shows. A fella, let's see, I think he's out of Italy. Did this for me. His name is Tim Wolf. I don't think he carves anymore. He was a jeweler, and there was a little bit of time where he wasn't having a whole lot of work and got into the hobo nickel carving because most jewelers are quite skilled, engravers as well. So he did this one. I think he put this one actually up on eBay, and I purchased it off of eBay, and it was quite a few years ago. And eventually I commissioned him to do, at that point, all of the Jeff Dunham characters. So I got, I think all of them except for any of the more modern ones. Maybe like the last one was Sweet Daddy D or something like that. But I've got most of those, so hopefully you guys recognize Ahmed. Let's see. I'll also try to keep up with chat. Where can you get these nickels? eBay, or through eBay. You can contact the sellers, and normally the sellers are actually the carvers. So it's not hard to go straight to carver if you want something very specific created. Most hobo nickel carvers won't like if you wanted an Ahmed, they'll make you their version of an Ahmed. They won't copy this exactly. They normally have those type of rules. So wasn't there a Russian guy whose hobo Morgan dollar carvings became so viral the non-collecting media reported on it? A Russian guy. I don't know about a Russian guy. I know one of the next coins I'm going to show is done by a carver named, here, I'll actually pop it up there and show you guys. And I purchased this one directly from the engraver. Another friendly modern face. This is Chumley from the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, also known as Pawn Stars. I think it's on the Discovery Channel or the History Channel, one of those. And he did this actually in I think in hopes of being able to. Oh, Alexei Sabarov. Yes, Alesky's coins are amazing coins. Thank you, Michael Kittle. That's true. And actually, I don't even own any Alesky coins. So, or Alesky. Yeah. I don't own any of his coins. but Ron Landis did this, I think, at one point because he wanted to actually try to get on the show and sell it on the show, but I don't think that ever happened. And then again, this one, he put this up on eBay. I was high bidder, definitely had to pay a pretty premium for this because it almost looks like a minted coin. You know, he does such smooth, amazing work. He also makes dies for the gallery mint. And let's see if I can bring that up and show you guys. It's gonna, where would it be? It'd be here? Does that pop up on that screen? Only if I make that disappear. Nope. All right, let's make that disappear. No, main screen. There we go. If you guys want to head to, what is this, Coin Week, coinweek.com, look up podcast number 48, Ron Landis and the Return of the Hobo Nickel. He was the one who was carving that coin with Chum Lee on it. I actually took 2 classes at the ANA's summer seminar. One was the intro to hobo nickel carving, and then there was the advanced hobo nickel carving class. Hold on one second, everybody. Sorry about that. Anyways, so I took the advanced hobo nickel carving class from Ron. He put that on, and it was amazing. He taught us a lot of different, more advanced ways to carve into the coins. And he also is quite a musician. So during the long times when we would have to carve, and we were just asking a question here or there, he would actually play. Either he'd pull out his guitar or his banjo, his dobro, and play. So it was talk about amazing teaching and extraordinarily relaxing and enjoying coins. That was definitely quite a bit of fun. So this is this is that coin from him. All right, so let's see. Let's get. Let me try to get some other coins out that you guys might recognize. I have to pull. I should have got these a little bit more prepared, and I didn't. I do apologize. Out of there, you. And let me also make sure to pop chat back open so I can read some chat. Sorry about that. The Russian, yes, his, yes, Mike, yeah, Alesky does all his stuff all 100% by hand, but there are many copies out there, and the copies are nowhere near as nice. So, yeah. All right. So hopefully, let's see. Let me make sure I remember who carved this one. Normally they're marked on the reverse, so I'm just trying to see if I can see it. I'll put it underneath the scope and maybe I'll see it better than with my little naked eyes. No. I think I remember who did it. Maybe it's on the front. But hopefully you guys recognize this. Oops, a little too far up. Another modern day one, obviously. Though it doesn't. I think I know who did it. Duff Beer from The Simpsons. And this one, 99.999% positive. This was created by Adam Leach. He is out of Colorado Springs. He was quite a regular around the Hobo Nickel carving classes. He also owns a fantastically amazing little vintage store in Colorado Springs called the Leach Pit. I believe they're online. I think they even might sell some stuff on eBay. But he does awesome carvings. He also has some of his coins like recast, and he turns them into jewelry, so they're cast in silver and gold. and he turns those into jewelry. So those are always a bucket of fun. He does a lot of really cool kind of niche type of stuff. So that's all. It's always cool. Let's see. We'll do this one next. Yeah, I should have been much more. I'll be much more prepared for the next go around. I'll have pictures and stuff so that it's a lot easier. Because all these, I have them all in little airtight capsules. Because once they're done, they kind of need to be put in airtight so that it's preserved as much as possible. Because sometimes how the darkening agents are put on, those will actually change over time. So, oh, that's right, I forgot. I don't know if I can show it. I'm an idiot. Probably, well, let's see. Do I have to come closer? Nope, I'd have to go further away. Well, it's really hard to see, but if you look kind of there under my fingers, Adam Leach, he engraves his initials on the side of his coins. So that's why. That's why I'd forgotten. All right. Here's another one. This is another Adam Leach coin. That's Fry, from Futurama. And this is that one. I forget which one it was from, but where he screams, "Just take my money." Was it that one where the government gave out the $300 stimulus check and he was drinking 300 cups of coffee or something like that? I forget. But yeah, so I do quite enjoy some of the more modern, type of themes, just because I grew up through most of it. Mr. Monkey, I can actually answer that for you. The answer is yes. Yes, they do. Actually, I just picked up. I think I picked up a grouping of 400 cents, were the modern Lincoln cents, where an Indian had been popped out. So yes, they do still make them. And there's actually a book out there that you can get, the Pop Out coin book. It's kind of like a taller, skinnier book, but it's a good book. Yeah, most of them are vintage, but it's because it takes two dies to do those, and one has to be exactly the same except opposite of the other. So one has to pop out, of course, you know, from the back die, and it's a lot of creating to do that. So they're not even the modern ones are nowhere near as popular as the old ones. Let me see if I can reach over and actually grab one of these things. Let's see. I actually picked these up at the last coin club meeting we had before we did all of this shutdown. And let me see if I can grab one and I'll show you. It's not a huge pop out, but it is still considered one of the pop outs. So if I move that out of the way real quick, I can show it. So these were just done on copper Lincoln cents. You can see it's popped out there, and then if we flip it over and turn it around, you can see it's also got it on the reverse. Well, once it loads in, there we go. You can see it's also got it on the reverse. So it takes two separate dies to do it. So that's why they're not as common as one would think, because it's not just something easy that can be pounded in. It costs quite a bit to get both those dies made up. So, all right, so back to Fry. So you see Fry, but then if we turn fry over. If you remember, I think there was one crossover, right, where where Futurama went into The Simpsons, I think, and I think if I remember that right, could be wrong, where they're drinking a beer. Sorry, I was reading chat. um, so that's on the reverse of the fry coin. So it's actually it's a dual-sided coin. You can tell they got rid of the whole buffalo and carved that in. Nice little bar scene at Moe's. So, which is, it's kind of cool. I think if you look, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see my cursor. Okay, if you look right here where the top of the beer is, Homer's beer and E pluribus unum is, you can actually see the buffalo. You can see how that's the buffalo's, back. And you can actually see over here part of the head, the outline of the head. Um, so it's still, part of it's still there. It's unless you're willing to do an absolute obscene amount of work to flatten everything out perfectly beforehand, which it's not normally necessary for hobos anyways. Then, you just do you just do the work you have to do and get it there. All right, let's see what else I can pull out. I'm just shoving them off to the side real quick. Guess I can pull this one out as well. Yeah, I will have pictures all set up because there we go. This is a pain in the butt getting into these carefully so I don't mess up the coins. That's not the right spot, is it? There it is. And down and over. All right, so this one is another Tim Wolf coin. There we go. It's supposed to be, of course, Fred Astaire. I'm sure this is an iconic moment that some of you might recognize. But you can see he's also got the portrait shadow going back, so it kind of adds a 3D effect to it, which is kind of nice. And he did take the time. Under a microscope, you can always see everything, but in hand, he took the time to polish the whole background basically smooth, got rid of the entire Indian and everything, and that takes quite a bit of work. So just to get that down smooth. So it's a really nice job. It's a really detailed job because you got to realize, the size of the face, and to be able to get facial characters correct. This is the size of a nickel. So the head is, half the size of a Q-tip. The Fred Astaire's face is half the size of a Q-tip head. It's quite tiny. So, under a microscope like this, you bring it up, but you'd have to zoom in a lot more to be able to get the details he did. So, yeah, he did a shadow with, just a single perspective coming in, like the light was coming in from like up above, just above his head, kind of looking down. So yeah, with the shadowing, he did a real good job. Good morning, Lincoln Central. Let's see who else if I haven't said hello to. Hello, Dennis Berry. Hello, Nightbot. You're finally working. Archaeology Mikey. Yeah, okay. Mike Kittle put the email in there. Anybody else that I didn't say good morning to? I want to make sure I don't miss anybody in the mornings. Mr. Monkey, PG Coins. No, I don't think it did. If I did, I apologize. I'll try to make sure to say hello to you as I see people coming in. Let me grab another one. Yeah, why not? Everybody loves this character. Well, at least I think so. If you love Ahmed the Dead Terrorist, you will love this guy. Again, today is more the modern stuff I'm showing off, and I'll bring out a lot more another time when I'm a little bit more prepared for this. I should have been more prepared, but again, still figuring this stuff out. This here is Jose Jalapeno on a stick. For another Jeff Dunham character, and it is the lips. If you can see, it's kind of pink. That is a rose gold inlay, and then the hat around the top part of his hat is actually a 24 karat gold inlay. So he does. Good morning, Robert. How are you doing? He does do the inlays to add accents to the coins. So again, being a jeweler, he has all that stuff at his knowledge. He knew how to do all that stuff, and it's cool how he made Liberty look like a little bit of a banner. Plating. No, it's an inlay. I've done it too. What you do is you carve out a little line that goes around, and then you have to go in at an angle, at a slight angle. It's a very fine, tiny line. It's not. How do I explain it? You go in at a tiny angle, you pound it in, and then after you've pounded it in, and I mean with a tiny little hammer that weighs about an ounce and a little flat-ended, blunt graver head, you pound it in, and then you can carve it around it, but it's just a line. That's why you see, like at the bottom of some of them, you can still see the nickel, is because the line was just on the inside of the hat, a little thicker back here, but as you carve around it and you manipulate the gold, it forms differently, and sometimes you don't see it all. So, yeah, but I've done it too. I just inlaid copper. I didn't actually inlay any gold, and I wasn't very good at it. It was actually quite a pain in the butt. So, let's see. Michael Coins, thank you. I've seen you in other people's streams. Cool. Those are some neat Hobo Nickels. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Is inlaying similar to gilding? No, because I think gilting is just is plating. It's just it's a form of plating. As where inlay, you cut into the metal and actually put another metal inside, like a groove of the metal you're inlaying it into, is where gilting is just on the surface. So I think, yeah, Robert, all he can do is work with stone. Hey, stone is a really hard thing to learn. I don't even think I'll probably ever take that up. It took a long time to figure out carving into Hobo Nickels, or carving into nickels, or any coin. I've done silver. I've also done gold. Gold is really, really easy and soft, but really hard to get good detail out of, just because it moves so easily. Oh wait, I saw something. Okay, like setting a gemstone. Yes. Yes, actually, it's funny you say that. Let's do this. I'll pull this one out. And I will bring this up. It is just like setting a gemstone, and then where you can push the metal back over and it holds it in place. And then, yeah. All right, so another character from the Jeff Dunham show is Sweet Daddy D. There we go. There's Sweet Daddy D. and he has these weren't diamonds. I forget what they're, a little pink stone. I don't remember exactly what they were, what he told me that they were, but they're inexpensive. They're not a rare gemstone. They call them semi-precious. It's just I forget what they are, but they're pink, and you can see how he inlaid those into it and did a little um like a like the effects around each stone is kind of like you would see on a ring. So yeah, you love that one, yeah. Now this guy did amazing stuff until just one day he just wasn't doing anything else for anybody. So I mean, he just literally disappeared. So nobody really knows what happened to him because I think, yeah, like I said, I think he's in Italy, or he was in Italy, and he just disappeared. So let's see. I'm just having fun pulling all these out and actually getting to look at them again. Move Bubba aside and bring in this fella. Sure y'all know him. Yes, everybody recognize Walter. Uh, assume the white stones are zircon. Probably, yeah. They were. Well, I don't remember what it was. Sure I could go back in an email like 6 or 7 years ago when he did this. But yeah. Um, but yeah, you can see here's Walter. He inlaid the gold for "Shut the Hell Up," and it was copper for the pinkish bow tie. But yeah, so it was fun putting this set together. I wish this guy was around because I know that Jeff Dunham's come out with some new characters like Ahmed's son and other stuff like that. But this guy's not around, and he had his own style. Nobody else really does him like this guy did it. So I probably won't ask anybody to like continue and try to make the others. All right, let's see. Who else would you guys recognize? Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll bring out this fella. Plus, it's always nice to share. Sometimes, you get stuff and you go, "Oh, that's awesome! It's for me. It's for my collection." But other people like to see it as well, so it's always nice to be able to share the stuff with people. So, all right, let's move that out of the way. Here's Peanut from the show. He did a full little gold band around the outside and then copper lips for Peanut. Some of the stuff I make. Well, I don't make Hobo Nickels anymore. I did for a few years. I had spinal surgery end of 2018, and that kind of put a hamper on sitting and being hunched over for long periods of time. I do have some coins I made. I'll probably do those in a different stream, but I do have one here I was playing around with just to. I remember when I first got I got an air powered graver. Um, I was playing around with it, seeing how fine the lines would go that I could do. Um, and I did this. All I did was just make fine hair and fine feathers and stuff like that, just to mess around with it, see how the control was of the graver itself. But you can see it goes pretty fine, and you can zoom in. When I was doing it, I was using the same microscope that I'm using now, but the zoom is completely different through the camera versus through the eyes. You can zoom in and make things significantly larger, and I think I did the reverse as well. But again, it was just seeing how all the different lines would work. And the one thing I was never good at was signing my name. Never got good at that ever. I just couldn't get a good. Like I never could decide on how to keep a signature going. So my name's Don Berry, so there's always a D and a B, but it never really, I never really had a good looking signature. But I was always practicing with you gotta practice to make things perfect. So I was always practicing with fine lines and trying to figure it out. But can't say that I was ever that good. So let's right. Here's another one. You guys will recognize this person. Well, this character. Again, a character, not a person. There we go. Of course, it's the Tasmanian Devil. Let's see, who did this one? The Tasmanian Devil was done by a carver named Jim Broyles. I don't have very many Jim Broyles, actually. Coins, all in all. Let's see, I'm just trying to see if I have any others around. No. I don't have very many Jim Broyles coins. But he did a pretty good job at clearing things off. A lot of people would use. Hold on, I got a cough. A lot of people would use like a Dremel to help clear off a lot of metal. Looks like that was probably what was done here, but you still got to have pretty good carving skills to do good lines and give things character and life. So, he had it outlined and then carved around it and made it look good. So, but and a lot of this stuff again, you have one of his peace dollars, large 4-leaf clover. Yeah, that'd be one of mine. Yeah, but again, early on, I remember carving that coin. That took me a long time because I did that entire coin without the air power help of of the graver. That one was done 100% by hand. So this is another one. This almost goes into the realm. Let's move it into the realm of love tokens. Because this one was done by Demas Sanchez. I believe he's out of Spain or Italy as well. And what he did was he completely flattened one side of a coin to a mirror polish and then did his engraving, which is very similar to like how love tokens are done, how they completely polish off one side of a coin and add the letters and such to it. So let me make sure I get some of these put back in their right places. I'm never going to be able to find where they went. Eventually I got to get these a little bit more organized. I guess I might as well show off some more of these guys. So yeah, but he does very good work. And I think I have just a few of his Bouncer Slab and Real Nature, trying not to laugh. Yeah, that's a true love token right there. But a lot of this stuff again, I just purchased it off eBay, and also again, most of the people selling on eBay are the carvers themselves, so you can contact them, you can talk to them. Oh, sorry, I missed that. I missed your. Oh, I answered your question in a second, Mr. Monkey Swag. I see it up top. You can contact them just directly, and ask them if you want certain things made, or if they have certain things available, or if they make certain things, stuff like that. So we can go back. Let's see if we can bring it in somewhere around. Oop, too high. We'll go back to a little more Jeff Dunham and Tim Wolf, since there's still more to the set. This one is, what is this, Melvin, I think, right? Melvin the superhero. With the super big long nose. So everybody takes an eyeball on Melvin. I will answer Mr. Monkey Swag's question. What other forms of exonomia do I collect? Yes. That's the answer, is yes. Everything. Just like if you go down a little bit, where Dennis Berry, that would be my dad, says he collects everything. That's not a joke. Have you ever tried to prep fossils? No. No, I have fossils that are pre-prepped that I've purchased. Again, going along with everything. Question was whether you collect other forms of exonomia by... Yes. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I collect everything exonomia as well. Oh, you retracted it. Yeah, no, I did a talk the other day on elongated coins. I do love tokens, metals, tokens, regular metals. I'm trying to think. Everything else. I've got, items that are made from coins, like spoons, where they were made from coins, bracelets, necklaces, uh, anything, I guess. Yeah, I do enjoy collecting fossils and such that are in the Matrix as well. Yeah, that are already pre-prepped and just purchase them like that. But yeah, but I also collect every type of numismatics if I can. I try to get yeah, at least something of everything. I just enjoy it all. I don't try to limit myself to anything if possible. So, oh, there you go. Everybody can head on over to Bouncer Slab and Real Nature. He's got some stuff up on eBay, so you can go check out his sales. Let's see. Yeah, I've got some ancients as well. I can bring those out on another stream or just in a video. I don't have a huge amount. I only buy the ones that I like the look of. That's it. Like, for no other reason. Not any history behind them, not anything. And that's how I tend to do with most everything. I go after something that I like. In a lot of collections, you base them around different things. Like, oh, do you want them because you like them? Do you want them because you're going to think you're going to make money on them? All of the different things, but I try to base it off of something that I enjoy. I like to see. I like to go back and look. I love pulling out, you know, the Morgan Dollar collection. A lot of the people think the Morgan Dollar collection is a boring thing to go after because everybody does it. Yes, but I find them to be beautiful coins. So, trying to put together a full set, will I ever do it? Probably not. The only reason I'll probably never finish it is because I'm too interested in everything else to actually sit there and focus on one set. But if something pops up and I like it, then I'll buy it and add it to the collection. If not, then I just don't. So, yeah, there are some of the older coins that sorry, older spoons that do have coins like inlaid in them as well. Yeah, so you can definitely collect those. I've seen them. I don't have any, but I've seen them. It is, yeah, a good fun thing to try to do is to get a coin from every country. Uh, that will take quite a long time. You can get I don't know if I can. I should be able to bring it up. Let's see if I bring this back up. Yes, you guys see that. Um, Books to get, if that's what you're interested in, is the standard catalog of world coins. Oh man, these are not. Oh, that's because it should be on this page. No, on this page? No, I don't know. Wait, why is it? Why is it? I don't know why it looks like that. All right. Anyways, if you want to get the books, I have them on DVD. You can buy them on DVD. Thank goodness. Um, but oh, there, that's working now. I was looking something up earlier, but it's good to always have these available. But it's 1601 to 1700, 1701 to 1800. If I take this back to page one, 1801 to 1900, 1901 to 2000, and then this was 2000 to 2016 is when I got my last set. It's almost time to pick up another DVD set. Um, these are from what are these? Krause Publications, as you can see down on the bottom, and a lot of the coins in them. If I scroll to maybe a first page or somewhere, there's a lot of opening. There you go. The coins, as you can see, these are actual size of the coins. So you can put the coin on top of it, and that's the size the coin is supposed to be, which is kind of cool that they do that. They make it so that when it's printed, it shows the actual size of the coin, which of course takes a super, super long time. But if you're going to try to collect all the different, go back here. If you're going to try to collect all the different coins from each country, you're going to need those books because there are a significant amount of countries that were around for about a minute and then left. So if you're going to do that, do be prepared to have to sometimes pay up. um, Good morning, Ran. How you doing? Zarek Farm. Good morning. Uh, yeah. Bouncer slab. Yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes when you get stuff like that, it kind of puts it down, I guess. But I don't know. I've always found those are just more treasures and gems when I get big finds like that as well. Mr. Monkey Swag. Universe from U.S. ancient collectors are more focused on the history and artistry than the grade. That is true, though I will admit that when I buy them, I do tend to buy them raw and I send them all into NGC. It has absolutely nothing to do with the grade, but it has to do with one day I'm going to die. There's no question, it's going to happen. And my family, as much as I love them, are not into coins anywhere near as much as I am, other than my dad. Um, but I'm talking my wife and my kids. They like the stuff, they think it's neat, but I don't know whether they'll keep on collecting. Most likely, it will all just get sold. And because of that, I want to make sure that at worst, it's at least in holders and it can get sold relatively easily and they know what it is versus it getting taken in raw and then going, well, this is just a copy. And then it gets chucked in and it's, a $500 ancient coin and it gets sold for nothing because they say it's a copy and they get, bamboozled. So, yes, I do it because that's why I like it. I like it for the artistry. Ancient coins are absolutely stunning. Um, but I don't buy them slabbed. I buy them raw and then get them slabbed just so that one day it's all available for everybody. Oop, hold on one second. Sorry, my daughter. Okay. Sorry. Doing this at home with family, of course, right now. So this is fun. So yeah, so I just get them slabs so that everybody knows what everything is when that time comes. It's better if you're not planning ahead, you might as well. You might as well if you can. So all right, oh yeah, yeah. Steps away a bit, but leaving the stream running. Oh, okay. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Let's see. Didn't Kraus Publications declare for bankruptcy? So my company bought Kraus. I have no idea, Mr. Monkey Swag. Even if they did, they're going to keep the name Kraus Publications because everybody knows Kraus Publications, so everything should still be sold under Kraus Publications. So even if they went bankrupt, somebody obviously would have bought the company and is going to keep everything the same way. So, yeah, and I'm sure they're not just going to let these things go to waste because they sell the paper versions for like $80 each. So it's still a huge market for the coins. All right. Let's see. I don't think there are any children in chat. So I will put this one up, but only for a fleeting second. It, of course, is another nice modern Hobo Nickel. But, you know, everything's out there. Let's see, right about there. As you can see, it is... yeah, okay. So hopefully you've all taken time to see it. You can always go back in the publication, you know, in the record and, you know, watch it again and freeze frame it to see what it really is. But that happened to have also been done by Ron Landis. That was done in 1994. And that was his 69th coin. Thus, what the coin was, yeah, engraved to be. So, gotta throw some fun stuff out there. I'm not sure how YouTube thinks about it, but I know I don't put on there that these things are for kids. So, kids are always welcome. It's educational, but luckily most kids would have no idea what that actually was. But we'll go back to this because these are more fun, anyways. Get that lined up. There's, what is this, Bubba J? Yep, Bubba J. So another fun character. I think there's only like 2 characters left, or just one. Just one character left for kind of the modern stuff. So, and the last one, I'll put it up, and then I'll just do questions and stuff for the rest of the time, and then I'll be much more prepared for the next time. All right, the last one. This one is, I think this was the last character that was done. Come on, change. Maybe not. Just thinking about it. Oh, let me go back why this is thinking. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Somewhere around there. This is Diane. If you remember his character, Diane. I don't think she gets brought out all that much. Most collectors actually crack ancient coins out of the slabs and collect them as is. Yeah, yeah. And again, it has nothing to do with anybody else other than me. Don't buy ancient coins from eBay. Buy them from heritage auctions or great collections because eBay can't tell if it's fake. You should always buy the coin, not the slabs. That goes for all coins. Has nothing to do with ancient or real. But again, it's going to make it easier when the time comes for somebody else to sell my stuff. So, and people do make fake slabs. That's correct. You can get amazingly good-looking, you know, PCGS slabs that are not real. So, so I was asking about erotic Hobo Nickels. Looks like you answered my question. Oh, you did? I must have missed it. Sorry about that, Mr. Monkey Swag. I I guess I missed where you had asked that, but yes, I do have others. Howard Thomas. He is let me open up on my phone. He is on eBay. Um, and he had a series of erotic ladies that he did. Sellers. Let's see. I forget what his username is. Oh, all right. His name is Howard Thomas, and if you go on eBay, his eBay is Howard, the little asterisk, yeah, the star, the little 5-pointed star, Thomas star artist, all one word. And right now, currently, he's got 4 items he's got up for sale. 3 of them are Hobo Nickels, and he does absolutely stunning work. Let me see. I have a few other books next to me. Let me see if I can just grab one with something of his in it right away to show you guys. Not in that book. Whoa. Oh yeah. Well, worst case scenario, you'll all at least laugh. But this is one of his coins. I remember I had to bid hot and heavy to get this sucker. It was because it answers, the age-old question that everybody wants to know. So, yeah. Does a bear crap in the woods? Well, there you go. The answer is of course. Of course he does. So, Howard Thomas is definitely a master engraver, especially when it comes to Hobo Nickels, and this was kind of a little bit earlier on. And oh, hold on one second. I'm getting a question asked of me. Oop, sorry about that. All right, I'm back. My bad. Let's see. So yeah, Howard, he's got some really nice stuff up for sale, and his stuff just gets better and better and more detailed. It almost looks like black and white photographs, except for it's extraordinarily 3D. He's got really good depth on his coins, and he also basically uses like AU detail coins when he does stuff. Let me see if I can turn this over and show you if it'll pop up on the screen, but it's a nice full horn. He uses very, very nice host coins. Come on, you wanna work? There it goes. Very nice host coins. He's also got a very nice signature. This one was done, back in 2013. So, but yeah, so he does rather nice stuff, but that does let you know. Let's see what some of the modern carvers out there are doing. That's not it. Hold on again, 1 second. All right, sorry, working with family. So yeah, he's got really nice stuff up there that you can take a peek at. All right, so let's see. Let me get back to chat. You have Italian Erythra. I don't know how to say that properly. I know I'm saying it bad. I don't know what that is. So, and Mikey has an 1843 half franc from Belgium. It's a silver coin. And then Mr. Monkey Swag, do you own any 19th century proofs? Currently, my favorite purchase is the 1804 seated quarter. Yes, actually, a lot of my typeset I try to collect in proof. Um, one, I prefer it, and two, sometimes it's actually cheaper instead of getting a mint state thing. Like for my Liberty Nickel, I've got an 1885 in proof, which is actually cheaper than the mint state variety. The mint state variety is significantly higher. So yeah, I do tend to I do tend to collect proofs if possible, Mr. Monkey. We found a button jar that was loaded with key coins 5 years ago. Sold them all for a large amount. 1796 half cent. Not many made. You sold it without checking. Yeah, sometimes you get stuff and you sell it, and you don't really know what you sold until it's a little bit too late. Let's see, what else can I put up for like a good like a coin just to sit up there until we're all done. I just want to. Oh, here, I'll put this one up because this is some of you who have been part of Mr. Kittle's channel for quite a while. Sorry for just having a black screen. I just realized that. Come on out of there, you. Some of you who have been part of Mr. Kittle's channel were part of the 1909 giveaway, and part of the 1909 giveaway was all the other channels gave something for him to give away, and I gave him one of these. This is just a modern day hobo skull created by a friend of mine. His name is Shane Hunter. You can look him up on the old interwebs, and he carves coins to this day. And you can he's quite prolific with the skulls. He does quite a good job, very detailed. This one happens to be one of his sugar skulls, but he does a really good job at cleaning up the fields where it's necessary. um, Gives really good depth to the skulls and has a lot of different varieties as well. He can do like zombie skulls. One, he adds beards. He can make them bikers, adds motorcycle helmets and stuff like that. So if you want to hit him up, if you're interested in a nice, relatively, I don't want to say inexpensive because they're not, they're probably 75 bucks or something like that. But for the high quality coin, if you just want to buy it straight from an engraver and you just want a nice, good, detailed coin, he can definitely help you out. And if you want custom stuff, I know he does all sorts of custom stuff. So let's see, 3-cent proofs can be more affordable than high mint state. Absolutely. Yep. Even my 3-cent nickel, I think it's a proof 65. I think it even got a plus, which was weird. It was in an NGC holder. I crossed it to a PCGS holder and they added the plus. I didn't even really think it would plus, but it was kind of cool that it got a plus. But the plus grades, unless it's a super rare something, I don't think they add any additional value when, there's only from say a proof 65 to a proof 66 is like 100 or 150 bucks extra. It doesn't, adding the plus really doesn't add anything because it's not the next grade. It's just, you just call it a really nice example of that. So it might add a little bit, but not, you can't split the numbers in between and hope that you're getting that money. Hello, the pizza guy. How you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody else. I've been trying to keep up with chat this time. I do tend to sometimes just get into the scope a little too much and not seeing what chat is talking about. Or that weird Jesus saying the worst repaint. Yeah. So, all right. I've showed a bunch of, again, modern stuff. This is what's being carved now. Um, you know, um, Obviously, you can have all sorts of things made these days. People are absolutely happy to carve you almost whatever. Again, most likely you're just gonna, if you saw something today you like, awesome. Uh, Everything of mine, because everyone always asks, is always for sale. It just has to be for the right price, of course. It's just like almost anybody. Everything's got a price, of course. But if you're interested in getting something um, done and you're like, hey, I liked that coin, can I see if another carver will make me one that's similar to it? Yeah, have at it. You're not gonna hear me complain. I'd be upset if, because there are people actually up in Canada who make cast copies. At one point, they went through the eBay thing and they bought, you know, and paid huge amounts of money for everybody, for all of the rare carvers, and bought their stuff, made rubber casts, and then sent them back to all the carvers. And then all of a sudden, all these copies were coming out, and they still are. So, um, yeah. All right, hold on. I'm getting another question, and luckily I can do a quick answer, possibly. No. So there are copies out there to be had. All right, so where'd that one? Let's see, Mr. Monkey Swag. Was Byzantine? Wait, where'd I see it? From Mr. Monkey Swag. Do you own any potty dollars, seeded trade dollars, modified into Liberty, sitting on a toilet, taking a dump? Yes. The answer is yes, I do. I own. Let's move that out of the way. Let's put this right here. There we go. This is, once my fat fingers get out of the way, this is an 1877. Now I will flip it over because I want everybody to cringe when they see it. Oh, you can't see it yet. Let's move it up a bit. There we go. This was an 1877 Carson City quarter dollar. As you can see, it is in relatively nice condition. Like really nice condition. And you might ask, oh my God, why would someone do that to the quarter? Actually, I just had this done, I think, last year. You can see the S and the H on the 1877. I actually sent this to Shane and had him do it. The reason being, in the field on the obverse were some very not happy scratches and a gouge, and the coin was basically not good. So this one is a modern, would be a modern potty quarter dollar, not an original. I do have an original dollar and an original half dollar. They're somewhere in the safety deposit box. I put those away a long time ago. No idea. Coins, I could tell this is modern, which makes it all the more shocking. Yeah, more shocking that it's a CC, but again, yeah, it's a CC because it was basically a thoroughly damaged on the obverse coin. So, because of the thorough damage, it's actually worth more this way than it would have been the other way. The other way would have just been as some hole filler in a binder, to fill that 1877 hole until you got one that didn't have any issues. So it was better to turn it into something more fun, um, and as a potty coin, much more collectible. Oh yeah, no, sorry, not a CC dollar. Yes, I did carve a $3 gold hobo once. Oh man, Mike's pulling out all the stops now. I did carve a $3 gold hobo once, but Michael Kittle actually was the one who sold it on eBay. It was an ex jewelry piece when I got it, and it it had a hole in it. Even it was not a very good piece to start off with. And when I did it, my carving skills weren't even all that good. So I didn't even do it all that much justice, which leads me to then bring this one up. Here you go. This, yes, is a $3 gold piece. This one was a very, very worn down and cleaned piece. That's the reason it was chosen for its coin. Is because you could see, the U in United was almost smooth. And then I will turn it over on the reverse so that you guys can see the back. But again, this one was done. See, there's the reverse. Absolutely just slicker than snot on a doornail and cleaned. So it had no additional value really, other than again as a type piece. And as a type piece, I would have rather had it turned in, to this stunning looking coin. Again, Shane Hunter did this one. Yeah, and did an amazing job at it. The hair is beautiful and flowing. He redid the headdress a little bit, added a little bit to the Liberty, I think. Re-engraved and accented the parts that needed it. So pretty nice. Let's see, you can assume it was an 1854, 18. No, this one was this one in 1856 or something like that. Oh, the one that I did? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know, but it made this. It had probably AU details to it, but right at like where the neck is on this one, there was a hole that went all the way through the coin. It was just the coin was completely destroyed. So it didn't matter that I messed it up even worse. Oh yeah, it would have the net grade would have been like an XFAU. It had really sharp details, but it had a hole in the middle. So, you can't fix that. Be artwork original and one of a kind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. My early stuff, I will be the first person to admit it. It was kind of janky. It was not the best stuff whatsoever. Uh, it has nothing to compare to stuff like I'm showing right now. No, not even my best stuff is half as good as Shane's stuff. So no, I wish I could say it was, but no, I never got. I did finish both classes. I understood how to do it. I just don't have the skills. The one you sold for me was an 1878, probably XF details. Yeah. Okay. So see, yeah. I just don't have. I never could quite get the skills for the three-dimensional looks, and I could never get, how the shading is done on this, like around the neck. I couldn't get that done. See how he's got the neck bones looking very 3D and all. I could never get that done properly. I don't know why. I just couldn't make it happen on the metal. It was fun. I enjoyed it, loved it. Wish I could still do it just because it was fun. I did a whole lot of silly stuff, like quarters, just modern quarters out of change. I'd come home with my change every day and I'd set all the quarters up and I'd put a hat on all the Washingtons. I probably did that to 1,000 of them. And then the next day I'd spend them all. And I'm yet to see any of my quarters. So hopefully somebody saw them and kept them and thought that was neat and put them in their sock drawer, and it would take maybe 30 seconds because it would just be a line going across the head and then a line up over the top. Sometimes I'd add a bow or something, but it was literally just two cuts and boom, next quarter, just to do that for fun. um and just put those back out there for people to find and enjoy. So let's see what else. That 1850 still looks decent enough for a tight piece for a beginner collector on a budget. Probably, but again, it was kind of, as if you could see from the back, it was the reverse of it. Um, it was a very highly polished coin. It's not something you really want to, not something I'd really want to have someone pay a premium to. They're going to go to a dealer, and to fill a hole, they're going to pay a premium. And it's, to put that in your book, yes, it'll fill a hole, but you're going to pay, $200 more than the gold is worth for the premium. And honestly, I'd rather take that particular coin out of the circles and, have it transformed into something else, because it's not the best coin even for a tight piece, because it's so cleaned. So it seems odd to say that, but yeah, I just think it's better that it's turned into something else. It's now moved on to another part of its life, and somebody else will, you know, enjoy it for what it is, like this. So, is fine or VFD tails cleaned? How much do those sell raw without the engraving? Well, this one I paid melt. I just paid melt. That's it. I didn't pay any more than melt for it. I think what, $300. I mean, with gold where it's at right now, I think it's higher than that, because this was a couple of years ago. But yeah, when it was at like maybe $1,300 or something, I think I paid $300 or $350 for the coin. They don't, but see, that's the difference. Is I've got the connections with the dealers. They're happy to just pass these things along, knowing, probably what they're going to become, so they don't mind. But if you try to get it from a dealer, they're going to try to go, well, it's a $3 piece, and if you're just a collector, you might not be able to get it for a really good deal. So, and then if you try to sell it, and you not being a dealer, not having a huge amount of customers that are always coming and looking for stuff, you're never going to get your money back. So again, I just think it was better to, you know, to move it on to its new destination of becoming a hobo coin, some exunomia. So, uh, wow, melt. I assume it would retail for 450 to 500. Yeah, exactly. That's what retail on the coin would be. Is about $100 to $200 above the gold melt as a tight piece. But again, just because I could buy it at melt, I would not want to pass this particular coin on to somebody else and go, yeah, here, buy this at retail. Because then if anybody ever brought it back to me and go, thank you for selling it to me, but I'm in need, I would have to go, I can't buy that coin for that because the value is not there. So it would bother me to sell something to someone that I can't, obviously if I'm buying something back as a dealer, you have to buy it back less so that you can sell it again to make money. You have to make money. You can't just pay what you paid, or you're not going to be, in business. You're not going to have employees. You can't continue on. But I also don't want to sell stuff that has no like return on it. If they're going to bring it back, I want to make sure that I can pay them a fair amount back, and they can still be happy and understand that, they're not going to be able to get everything back. Hopefully I've explained that okay, but that's just being on the retail side of things. So when something like this came up, it was just better for me to purchase it and turn it into something else instead of trying to stick somebody possibly with a coin. So, yeah. All right. So, any other questions? It would be slightly bigger with more gold than a half sovereign. 20.5 millimeter. Someone would probably pay more now that it's carved. Yeah, I've had offers. I think around $800, $900 for these. This one right now is just in my my typeset for Hobo Nickels. Of course, I'm again collecting everything. I do tend to have a little typeset for everything as well. So a $1 from 1862, so tiny. Yes, I've got $1. Oh man, I guess I don't have those available, or I'd grab one out right now. I actually have quite a few of those carved when I do my next one with the original coins, I'll bring out some of the smaller gold pieces and show you guys, and yeah, show you guys again also what Shane can do, so you guys can contact him, see if he'll make you one. If you guys are interested, send me an email. I do have a bunch of his stuff for sale that I bought years ago. I bought a huge grouping of coins, which includes some of the little gold ones. If you're interested, you can contact me. I'll tell you what some prices would be. But they're relatively inexpensive compared to having to buy the coins and then getting them engraved. But yeah, and oh yeah, Mike is saying, yes, I had a 4 coin type gold set done by Shane, all on Liberty coins, and he did a full, amazing, beautiful job. And it is for sale on Mike's website. But it includes, the 2.5, the 5, the 10, and the 20. Let's see, regular, if you can get them in PCGS holders first, maybe. PCGS, NGC, and ANAX will not grade Hobo Nickels, but ICG will encapsulate them. I don't think they put grades on them, but they will encapsulate them and say who the carver is. So ICG will do it. I think it's $10 per coin because they're just a flat $10 per coin service for that. So you can get them to do it, and you could send them as many as you want. But again, also, just like Ancients, the Hobo Nickel community doesn't really collect them slabbed. So there would be no real point to it. It would be fun to be able to have them all that way, but I'm not going to pay the extra $10 to get every single Hobo Nickel I have slabbed because I don't have that kind of money. So you need to find a leprechaun for original rainbow tones. Yeah, that'd be funny. Yes, and Mike did a video on that 4 coin gold set as well. Really nice long video. It's like 8 or 10 minutes or something. So you can go check that out. Mike has amazing stuff over on his channel and on his website if you want to go see all that stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer those, or I'm always available via email. ICG also slabs fakes for educational services for black cabinets. Yeah, ICG will slab just about anything. I'm sure if I boxed myself up and sent it to ICG for $10, they would slab me. And I definitely do not agree with their grading on regular normal coins. Yeah, I don't I do not agree with their grading. Let's just say that. So if there's ever an ICG coin, normally I deduct an average of 2 grades off to start, but I also tend to buy the coin, not the sticker. So if I think the coin is fine, then I buy the coin, and then you pay properly. So, but you guys can all send me emails. Happy to do that. My next video, I'll have the other camera hopefully set up so I can switch back and forth from camera to camera. And I'm going to do a quick one, and I'll do sticker trades. So let's see, ANAX and ICG would even slab bullion rounds. That is correct. I work pretty closely with ANAX. They set up at one of the 3 coin shows that me and Mike put on. The golden we have the Golden State Coin Show in Arcadia, California, and ANAX sets up there. And we do a lot with them. Mike has quite a few Michael Kittle rare coins sample slabs that we've made over the years. So if you're interested in some of those, you can contact him. But yeah, they will they'll slab most anything as a sample. As long as it's real. I don't think they really do fakes for ANAX. I don't think they'll do fakes, but ICG will. Some coins even toned with ICG is definitely not an airtight thing, and nobody respects their grades. That's because their grades are bunk. They're not they're not very good grades. They tend to be at a minimum 2 grades higher than anything actually is. Um, they don't tend to pay attention to cleaning unless it's absolutely obvious. Yeah, so ICG does not have a great reputation, sadly, because they would be probably number 4 on the list of grading companies. You got PCGS, NGC, ANAX, and then it could be ICG. But yeah, ANAX is still a good company for low value coins. They improve their grading standards compared to the overgraded Amos Press Blue Slab days. Yeah, I haven't found huge issues with ANAX at all through the years, to be honest. They Some of the earlier stuff um, actually tends to be undergraded. I've found quite a few things that upgrade. So, but it just depends on how you look. They were one of the first people back there. The ANA had them as their first grading company before NGC was willing to pay them a whole bunch more money. So, but yeah, it just depends. They do a very good job. uh, they are very inexpensive when it comes to modern days if you have varieties versus NGC or PCGS. So, I think it's only like an additional $6 on top of a grading fee for that, as where you know it's an extra $30 or $35 at PCGS for them to do the same thing, to tell you if it's an error or something like that. It's just ridiculous. So let's see. Annex and ICG slabs for ancients is a joke. Uh, yeah. Again, I use NGC for my ancients. I don't. I guess I might have a few in ANAX, but the only reason I would have those in ANAX is if I have no idea. I mean, absolutely no idea what a coin is. I send it to ANAX because it's like $12, and they will tell me what it is. Period. The ANAX soapboxes were conservatively graded. However, after Amos Press acquired them, they adopted a new blue slab that's overgraded. Huh. Well, I don't think I've seen any of those personally, so I have no idea. But I'll just be honest. I have no idea about the overgrading part. So no clue. Again, the coins that I've seen, I buy the coin, not the slab. So if I don't like the grade, I don't buy it. So I don't really pay too much attention. Okay, I just want to know about original fake restrike. Right. Yeah, Ran. Yeah. That's why some of the stuff I use ANAX is just to find out if it's real and what it actually is. Because sometimes I'll buy stuff in bulk by poundage, and then I'm going through it, and if I find something I have no idea what it is, and I think it might be worth it, it's worth it to me to save those up. And when I get 20 or 30, I drop them off, and on the sheet, for ANAX, it's literally number 1 question, number 2 question, number 3 question, and that's it. And I pay the money, and then they send me the coins back, and they tell me what they are. Because I have no idea what they are. Either I can't read it, or it's so old that have no idea what it is. Just cannot find anything. There's no wording on it or anything. So it's up to them to figure it out, which is fantastic. So, Mikey said your email didn't work in trying to claim the giveaway the other day. I don't know why, because I had no problem getting through, and neither did Paula. So I don't know why. Yeah, yes, I was trying to send my shipping information for the giveaway I won. I don't know why it didn't work. I know it worked fine for the other two. And I got their stuff already out to them. I do not know how long it's going to take to get to RAN. It just went to regular, first class mail, and then it's got to go through customs. So I'm assuming it's going to be at least 2 weeks before it gets there. But and then for Paula, it shouldn't be all that long. But let's see. I have. Oh, how's it going, Papa Giorgio? That's the first time I saw you, so I'm just saying hi. So ANAX doesn't require you to label what the coin is before they attribute. No, no. If you don't know what it is, you can't label it. So what they do is when you turn things in, it's easier if you turn them in 2.5 by 2.5 plastic flips, even if it's a small coin. And they want you to put one of those little white Avery labels on it that will correspond with the line number on the paperwork you're doing. And if it's on line number 1, you write a 1 on that little sticker, and then they know which coin is corresponding to which. And if you don't know what it is, you just put question and let them figure it out. That's their job. And I've never had an issue. Every now and again, I do get it back with a little back in the flip, and it says, it's something that they don't slab, because there are things that all of the different companies don't do. So, and at that point, then I still have no idea what it is. Um, but if it's something that they do slab, yeah, they put it in. They tell you all about it on the slab, and it's yeah, it's good stuff. So, and I think it's worth the money. Um, so let's see. They prefer that you do Papa Giorgio, but if you leave it blank, they will figure it out for you if you have no clue. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I have 2.25. Yes, Mike has the flips on his Amazon page that the coin companies prefer. I think they'll take any 2.5 by 2.5 flip, but a lot of them are a real pain in the keister to work with. The ones that they prefer are safe flips, and they're really, really nice, super super good flips. I actually use them for storing a lot of my raw coins in, instead of just regular old 2x2s. So you wonder if they would slab a yapstone. I'm sure if you had a small enough one, maybe. um Maybe. I know that um the organization that Mike and I are with, the Numismatic Association of Southern California, we actually owned a yapstone. I believe it was a 19-pound yapstone. But it was sold before Michael and I's uh, joining the the board of the organization, and I think they sold it for some $20,000 or so dollars. Um, at that point, it was years ago when this was done, and so I think I'm sure NGC would slab it if they could verify what it is. I think that's how that would work. If they could verify what it is, I'm sure they'd be happy to slab the coin. I don't think they're going to turn down, you know, being one of the first people to slab a yapstone. But I don't know if you really want a yapstone slabbed. Again, it goes back to the ancient thing. The people who like them like to, especially because it's a yapstone, like to be able to handle it, touch it, feel it, know what it is. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Da, 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 da. Both just showed up for me for Nightbot. Not showing here. Lincoln, are you in live chat? Maybe you're in the other thing of chat. Maybe you got to pop up live chat. I don't know if because I see Nightbot's working, but if Nightbot, I have a thing for exclamation Kittle. Picture of Yapstone in NGC. Oh, I know what Mike's talking about. Hold on one second. um, I think Mike has told me about that picture. It's a yeah. Speaking of sample slabs, I won 2 NGC 30th anniversary slabs from NGC's Instagram giveaway. People have messaged me to buy them off me. Kind of regret not selling them while they're hot. Yeah, um, I had some of those. I think Mike got some of those. Uh, oh, NGC's 30. Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong ones. NGC's 30th anniversary. Actually, I don't know what those are. Mike might know what those are. I was thinking of the ANA slabs, not NGC slabs. Um, okay, only us mods are seeing it. Okay, now that's weird. What? God, I hate Nightbot. I don't understand why only moderators would see what we're putting in. That makes no sense. Oh God, Nightbot's a pain in the butt. All right, so let's do this. There, I can always type it in. And hopefully you guys can all see that. That's my email. If it hasn't been coming up, I don't know why it wouldn't be coming up. Yeah, that's just weird. So yeah, you guys are all welcome to email me. I will try to find a way to get it on YouTube so you guys can see. Nightbot is a personal problem. Yeah, she's a pain. This is discrimination. Oh Lord, not on purpose. Trust me. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, the fun of figuring out streaming. So I have no idea where I was, but we were on Hobo Nickels to start off with. So let's see, Michael Kittle coins. That was Cactus sticker supposed to be a pun. I don't know what Mr. Monkey's talking about, Mike. I'm sure you do. I'm sure probably it's something to do with the Yapstone and making fun of cack stickers or something. But yeah, so if anybody's got any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If not, I'll switch back to this fun little coin, and say cheers to everybody for the day. Oh, sorry, Perry Barth. Hello, welcome. Somebody else is joining in. Glad to see you. Thank you for swinging in. I appreciate it. Mr. Monkey, I was talking about the Appstone meme. Okay, yeah. I guess I didn't pay attention to the CAC stickers on that. Second option would be a fun experiment. Yeah, I'm not going to make everyone mods. I've seen that in chats, and somebody says one thing and gets pissed off at each other, and then all of a sudden everybody is timed out and the person loses control of their chat, and it's just crazy. I'm new to this, so, and I've been friends with Michael Kittle now for over a decade in real life. Because of our coin club meetings, he's the president one. I was the president of another for over a decade. So, and he does the streaming way better than I do. So I have him helping me, and I appreciate that because I definitely need it. So, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Everybody, Michael Kittle Rare Coins will be doing a live stream in about 2 hours. It is a giveaway. The whole entire dang stream is a giveaway. He's gonna be opening up a grab bag in a box. I provided it to him in these times where everyone's just sitting at home. We've made up a bunch of these boxes, and if everyone's interested in them, if you guys like the stuff and you're interested, they're happy to make them up and send them out to people. Obviously, the things are going to be slightly different in each one. They can't be exactly the same, but it's going to have the same amount of value to each thing. But he's going to open it up, and at the end, he's going to give it away to somebody. The whole entire stream is just going to be one big long giveaway. So do make sure to go hit him up. If he was doing it right after me, I would do a raid thing if I could even figure out how to do that, but I can't right yet. But Yeah, Mike is a very trustworthy guy. Yeah, and he's going to be giving away the whole entire grab bag in a box. Um, so it's going to be pretty cool. So CAC stickers merit certain types of coins. However, I don't understand why anyone would CAC a generic pre-1933 gold piece. Yeah, some people CAC some weird stuff, and CAC's weird stuff as well too. So I don't have a huge bias with CAC. I could care less. Again, I buy the coin, and I would recommend everybody just buy the coin. Don't look at the grade. It's all that stuff is just a guide. It's an opinion. So you have to look at the coin. You have to see if it's something you like, and then you have to know what it's worth and whether you want to pay. So let's see. He's not ready to do it. Yeah, around 12:30 Pacific, and then give or take a little. Yeah, I'll be there. I plan on being there. Hopefully, all of you will also come over and say hi, sit in, give it a watch, and have a chance to win it. Because yeah, he's going to give away the whole entire box of everything. So, and there's silver being there. So, yeah. All right. So thank you all for coming, Mr. Monkey Swag. Thank you for all the questions and comments throughout this whole thing. It's been fun. You've been bringing up some great points. I do appreciate that one. Um, Everyone, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Obviously, working on getting my 4,000 hours. Not even close. I don't even think I'm at 400 yet. But this is fun to be able to share it. I've got time, and I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys were. Here to hang out with me. I do appreciate that. So I'm gonna call it for now. And again, hopefully you guys can all scroll back up. My email's in there. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, you want me to do something different, you think I didn't do something right, thank you, and tell me. I will do the best I can. So, um, and I'll try to get everything, you know, everything I can done for you guys. So I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you, and I hope you guys all have a great day. And I'll see you a little bit later in Michael's stream.